I'd like to call this meeting to order. And the first thing on our agenda is to approve the minutes, consider the approval of minutes from April the 4th, 2022 meeting. Have you had a chance to overlook them, to read over them, to overlook them?
I'll make a motion. I did, and whichever way it is, I make a motion that we approve the minutes from April 4th, 2022 as written.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor state aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? All righty. So the first thing on our real agenda is to consider the Historic Restoration Grant reimbursement for property located at 522 East Main. And this is HRG 2022-015.
Yes, Chairman Brian Bray, Community Services Director. I'm sorry for running in late. I was running from one meeting to the next. As you said, this is HRG 2022-015 for 522 East Main. The applicant was approved to repaint the exterior of the building with an estimated cost of $11,450. The applicant has provided staff with copies of invoices and proof of payment in the amount of $11,450, which that's a rarity when a bid comes in exactly as advertised. The project was funded. You all had agreed to fund this at 14% of the final project cost not to exceed $1,603. And staff recommends approval to release grant funds in the amount of $1,603, which is exactly 14% of their project cost. And in your packet and up on the screen, that's how we track. So just as a reminder, we require proof of invoice and proof of payment. The applicant provided both of those. And there is the before. And there's the after.
Yeah. At the maze work. Looks so nice.
It's a good color.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't have the invoices, when you see this, it's kind of hard to. The proof is right there. So Chairman, staff does recommend to release the grant funds.
All right. Do we hear a motion to that?
Yes, I think that we accept it and pay them their $16.03. And I second the motion.
Thank you, thank you. All in favor state aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that looks good. It's an addition to the street.
And they did it quickly.
Yes,
The award was just- the award
which
was
is
just a few months
wonderful.
I'm sure they're happy to have that done.
That doesn't happen all the time. All righty. And next, we will consider, wait a minute, what's next? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, the COA for property located at 112 North Church Street, COA 2022-003.
Yes, Chairman, the applicant, Whitney Ronzello, is requested to attach a 30-inch by 26-inch aluminum bonded sign on the back of the building. And down below, you will see Chapter 10 sign guidelines. This would fall under a flush-mounted sign, usually mounted flat to the wall just above the display windows. This happens to be on the back of the building. This is one of the unique downtown buildings that has two sides, a front side and a back side. Most of them have an alley, and so the back side is not all that attractive. This is unique there on Church Street, so it has both. And just by practice, staff does not make recommendations on signs, but does say that this meets the sign guidelines. And there's the location. That's the actual sign itself. And that is the approximate location, and that is not to scale, because once again, that's staff drawing that square on there and just saying it is a 30-inch by 26-inch sign that goes somewhere in this general vicinity. And the applicant is here should you have any questions of them.
Okay, do we have any questions for the applicant?
I guess I should ask one question.
Ask away. State your name, please.
Whitney Ronzello.
I'm going to ask and say, are you simply going to attach with, say, 4 corners and not a long series of bolts across?
Yes, it should just be in each corner as long as it's secure enough to not come down.
Okay, all right. And I guess it's going to be pretty hard to see if you can go into mortar or anything on this with all the stucco, but.
I believe that it's brick underneath it, and then the thin layer of stucco on it. As there are some parts where it's chipped off, just in corners and other areas of the building, but yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Minimal attachments.
And Dr. Peisel, we do provide guidance to applicants for signs on flush-mounted buildings signs with information on properly sealing so that you don't have water penetration into the building, which then, as we all know in this room, then causes further damage, but it's long-term damage and you often don't see it for some time. So we do provide that guidance to all applicants for signs similar to this.
Very good. Do I hear a motion in favor of the COA?
I move that we approve the COA for the sign
Thank
as
you.
requested.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor state aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. My goodness.
Wow.
Is that a record?
We could chat some more, I told those dear people that I thought I was their neighbor because they were talking about a blue house, and I was thinking it was the blue house on Virginia Avenue, so showed exactly where my pea brain is sometimes. Well, I guess we're adjourned.